Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo May 12, 2022. The moon spends the day in your privacy sector, and taking a break from the usual can be in order. Still, the Sun and Jupiter head toward an alignment in your social sector, pointing to a generally rewarding time for pleasant contact with others. It can also be a time of a deeper connection with your personal faith in happiness plans and goals. Opportunities to improve your links with friends, groups, and networks are likely to emerge this year, and there can be events and feelings that get the ball rolling along these lines today. It's a great time to set new goals and resolutions that reflect these desires for connectedness that are awakening in you. Friendships begun at this time in your life can be extra special ones. Your spirits are high, your attitude is fresh, and your sense of community is strong. Transits bring warm, successful energy for friendships and family or home matters. You can feel especially inspired now, and you might gain the moral support of someone special. Mini getaway with your lover? Whether you're single or already in a romantic commitment, one thing's for sure, your vacation is long overdue. This is especially true when considering the moon's shift into overzealous Aries and your sleepy 12th house of closure, dreams, and all things behind the scenes. And with the moon in Aries ruler, Mars, sitting alongside your celestial ruler, Venus via your expansive 9th house of adventure, it's the perfect excuse to take off somewhere with your lover and clear your head. On another note, for those of you connecting with someone who's at a distance from you, it's okay to keep things secret for now. What can you do to adopt a more serious, if unique, approach to your career path and professional legacy? As of today, Mercury conjunct Saturn in fixed Aquarius, drawing your mental awareness towards your professional journey. Although somewhat tense since your sign squares this conjunction, it can be perfect for finding a creative resolution to go after what you want, but with certain allowances. Both Mercury and Saturn are busy structuring your career path with authenticity. But you may be resisting a more unconventional journey or endeavor that could be worthwhile. Have an open mind about your professional possibilities. In the lead up to Venus and Mars' return to your career sector tomorrow, there is not only a sense of professional but financial anticipation as well. As the planet of money, Venus' return tomorrow was always going to see her steer things in a lucrative direction, and with the moon returning to your income sector early next week, it won't take her long to do just that. A massive power struggle between roommates could be back in full force. Think of yourself as a peacekeeping force and do what needs doing. You may finally have that revelation that has been eluding you. Your intentions and actions come together with the vocalization of your ideas. If your desire to help others is strong but you need help expressing that, consult someone you respect. Through the articulation of your thoughts, you will bring them closer to a reality that can be shared with others. It often helps to take a long walk in order to get your courage up. If there's a pile of work waiting for you to tackle, have no fear. This is the day, and there is no better vibration than this to get you focused and on task. This can see you get caught up or work ahead of schedule, depending on where you're at. You may also find that you are more productive working on your own with this vibration happening. Use this to do the things you need to that are outside of any partnerships you're involved in. While Jupiter's departure from your relationship sector yesterday has taken a huge amount of focus off your relationships, Mars is not only staying on for another 2 weeks, but he now has something to fight for. Even the moon's clash with Mars before leaving Virgo today can work to your advantage, giving you a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. Yet at the same time that after highlighting a balance between your personal and relationship needs, the moon will then move on to focus more on a balance between money coming in and money going out. The moon's return to Virgo each month is always a valuable chance to check in personally but also on the romantic and relationship fronts. A day after Jupiter left your relationship sector and with Mars in his final weeks here, their clash before the moon leaves today could push some buttons and evoke some strong emotional and passionate responses. However, This will also leave you with a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. Our eyes in the sky. Now that Mars is in Aquarius, people will back down from the drama if you don't impose demands or rules on them. They'll only snap if they feel like they're being controlled. So, don't try to control other people's actions. Give them a chance to make their own decisions in your discussions. They will make the right choices on their own terms. And please just ignore anyone's snide or hurtful words. Venus also moves into Aquarius today, which indicates we're learning to look at love from a different angle. To this point, we've been hands-on and trying to make relationships work at all costs. Now we're taking a step back and allowing matters to unfold naturally. When it comes to how we express our affection, it won't be with a declaration of love that we yell from the rooftop. We'll choose to express ourselves with acts of kindness and service to those we care about, who will then see our truest heart. Asking for advice from a trusted source regarding our finances will prove helpful, as they will be able to give us insight and information on the best ways in which we can boost our capital and dividends. On the emotional front, this astrological energy will bring new life to our romantic situations and partnerships. The caveat is that Mars, who is a Libra, shares a minor connection with Neptune, who is retrograde in Pisces. That will make it hard for us to make decisions. Instead of moving forward, it's a good time to reflect on the investments before we commit fully to making them. The lesson of the day is to slow down and to contemplate as to what the best choices for us will be. Seeking advice will be beneficial, as long as it's a trusted source who we know won't lead us astray from the best opportunities and results. Now that Mars is in Aquarius, people will back down from the drama if you don't impose demands or rules on them. They'll only snap if they feel like they're being controlled. So, don't try to control other people's actions. Give them a chance to make their own decisions in your discussions. They will make the right choices on their own terms. And please just ignore anyone's snide or hurtful words. Venus also moves into Aquarius today, which indicates we're learning to look at love from a different angle. To this point, we've been hands-on and trying to make relationships work at all costs. Now we're taking a step back and allowing matters to unfold naturally. When it comes to how we express our affection, it won't be with a declaration of love that we yell from the rooftop. We'll choose to express ourselves with acts of kindness and service to those we care about, who will then see our truest heart. Our need for variety can place us in situations where romantic engagements take a back seat. Ordinarily, asking for space won't be a problem here. It is more likely that issues will arise if we make our needs known improperly or fail to consider someone else's needs. The reverse may also be true. We feel neglected in some capacity by another, which makes us go looking for love in all the wrong places. Keep in mind that Mercury is retrograde, which means that most things implemented today will probably need to be revised later. However, it doesn't mean that any core beliefs instituted today will be. Regardless of how you choose to fulfill your wishes, the one thing that is 100% certain is that today's cosmic energy brings a sense of fate to the overall vibe. Chance encounters or an email from an old friend could help cement a better future for you.